Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Central TV.
I love the
Central TV is here. We here to inform you, listen and be inspired. Central TV is here. We the best now in time. Oh, listen and be inspired. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Central TV. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Central TV. Veronica the boss for Central TV. She here to give you the best. Come and listen everybody to Central TV. We here to give you the best. Come and listen, enjoy the show. Come and listen to Central TV. We the best in time. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Central TV. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Central TV. Veronica the boss for Central TV. She here to give you the best. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Central TV.
I love the
Central TV is here. We here to inform you, listen and be inspired. Central TV is here. We the best now in time. Oh, listen and be inspired. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Central TV. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Central TV. Veronica the boss for Central TV. She here to give you the best. Come and listen everybody to Central TV. We here to give you the best. Come and listen, enjoy the show. Come and listen to Central TV. We the best in time. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Central TV. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Central TV. Veronica the boss for Central TV. She here to give you the best. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Central TV.
I love the
Central TV is here. We here to inform you, listen and be inspired. Central TV is here. We the best now in time. Oh, listen and be inspired. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Central TV. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Central TV. Veronica the boss for Central TV. She here to give you the best. Come and listen everybody to Central TV. We here to give you the best. Come and listen, enjoy the show. Come and listen to Central TV. We the best in time. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Central TV. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Central TV. Veronica the boss for Central TV. She here to give you the best. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Central TV.
I love to do
Central TV is here. We here to inform you, listen and be inspired. Central TV is here. We the best now in time. Oh, listen and be inspired. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Central TV. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Central TV. Veronica the boss for Central TV. She here to give you the best. Come and listen everybody to Central TV. We here to give you the best. Come and listen, enjoy the show. Come and listen to Central TV. We the best in time. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Central TV. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Central TV. Veronica the boss for Central TV. She here to give you the best.
All right, and we are live here on Samdra TV. I want to welcome you to Primetime Friday with me and Leon Twazama and Vanessa Molia, Emmanuel Cooper, and Jeff Labla. If you're watching us on YouTube, we want to say welcome and thank you for following us. Those who are here following us, we have the utmost honor to welcome the colleague, the scholar who is studying right now in Turkey. Come here, how you doing, my man?
I'm kind of good, bro. I'm doing well. And how is it going there in the US?
It's much better here. It's you know how around the festive season you got the Christmas coming up, so the weather is a bit colder than usual. So that is how it is over here. How was it over there in Turkey? Is it that cold?
We are already in winter, so the place is cold as well. So uh, the same weather. It's just that it's quite different from Liberia. But however, we're trying to adapt to the new weather condition here. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's good to have you. It's good to have you on Primetime Friday. This is this the Samdra TV. This is our the youth panel of this show. Obviously, we come live on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and then Sundays as well. So I know Friday is when we have the young people on the weekend trying to listen to what we do. So for now, we are just able to stream via YouTube. But give or take by mid January or early January, Facebook will allow us have the access to stream directly on Facebook. So now
Because
we
I really want to ask, because I really want to ask about Facebook, because most of those who follow things and activities that we do,
yeah.
they uh they normally follow Facebook.
Yes,
They're
so
not so
there's a new policy with Facebook now that once you create a page, you're not able to go live until you have at least 100 plus followers and your page is been active for 60 days. So that is the negative thing about well always the negative thing about it, but that's the struggle that we have right now. But we are about 30 days in, so we almost hitting that mark. I know once we hit by mid January, we would then have had the 60 days activation on our page that will allow more viewers to come in. So what we do now, we just hit the we just so we shared it on we are live now on YouTube, and then we share that link on YouTube and we share it to the Facebook page. So that's how it works until we get the 60 days. So yeah, comrade, there's a lot of things to talk about today. Obviously, the Samja TV youth segment focuses and emphasizes on the youth happening in and out of the country, right? What's happening in the country, what's happening at the country. We will also be highlighting some of the achievements of our fellow youth in Liberia who are opportune to have left the country and doing great things now in whatever country they are, whatever country they reside in. So we'll just be highlighting those people and then locally as well, and talking about some serious issues that are affecting the young. God bless you. That are affecting the young people in the country when reaching from jobs to education. So yeah, pretty much. So before we get started, man, the follower want to know who you are. So we'll get started, and our fellow panelists can join us because we already have time, and then it's kind of like much different for you there in Turkey, so we don't want to keep
You
you
know,
that long.
the other guys, maybe you know la Brenda. No internet issue all I want to.
Exactly. They will join. So for our viewers watching, y'all tell them a little bit about you, like what you do, what are you into, and where you are right now. Before we get started in the conversation.
Thank you, Leon. Thank you very much. And I think there's a good platform. The Primetime Friday is a good platform that should be prioritized or celebrated by every young Liberians, whether in out of the country, in the diaspora, or wherever. I think it's kind of a good thing. So I'm privileged to be one of the panelists for tonight's conversation. The matter of fact, my time here in is actually after 11, 4 minutes past 11 p.m. And I think the guys in Liberia it should be about 8 o'clock there already. So this is Ebenezer Molia, and Ebenezer is a STEM climate change activist. He also served in several capacities when we were in Liberia and international global change maker, where he volunteered for several youth institutions around. So let's name a few. Uh, I volunteer with the Kavala Institute of Ocean Governance in Liberia as program assistant, where we delve into issues confronting the environment, climate change, ocean governance, and as well as issues to talk about how to tackle the greenhouse gas emissions. I'm also fortunate to have had the opportunity to serve as Deputy Executive Director for a Liberian institution called Environmental Care Liberia, where we're into several youth engagement when it comes to the environment, community, and as well as garbage waste. We also partner with the uh, Moreover City Corporation in Liberia, and they're immensely and extremely well with things that we're engaged with. And part of that into the academic arena. I have a Bachelor of Science degree in biology chemistry with summa cum laude, where I graduated from the African Methodist Episcopal University in 2024 as the valedictorian, and that was something that I think is very great, and it gives some also motivation to all of our colleagues who are currently there studying at the university, and we have always been around to see how best we can help them. So also in this university, I also serve in student leadership. I serve in several capacities, beginning from when I was sophomore student, then I served as the then sophomore class president. I also went and transitioned to junior. I served as junior class president, and later assumed the role as acting president of the Student Governing Council of the university. Imagine a university that has over 7,000 students. I then served as a president there until my graduation. So professionally, I also work with the then as a panel member of the United Nations Youth Advisory Panel, where I serve as a panel member and also help to provide some advices to the resident coordinator of the United Nations in Liberia. And I think that group we are privileged 11 in the entire country to be a part of that entire, let's say, youth advisory group to be able to advise the resident coordinator on challenges affecting young people in Liberia and how those things can be encountered. So fortunate for me, I've been around and I've attended a lot of other conferences around, contributed to international conversations. Uh, I've been to pretty close to 20 countries around, and attended a lot of international conferences, serve as speakers, some serve as delegates, serve as facilitators, and into the promoting the sustainable development goals because as you've evolved, these are things that get us more active. How we can be able to achieve a sustainable development goals, counting from goal number 1 to goal number 17, and so forth. So now I'm now studying my master's degree in molecular biology in Turkey. I'm currently in Lazik at Firat University, and I think it's a great pleasure to be a part of this conversation. And I look forward to having a more interactive and fascinating conversation this afternoon. Thank you very much, Leon.
Absolutely, man. So what a great resume, my guy. What a great resume. So we had to do this so we allow so our viewers can know that the people who are serving on this panel list actually know what we are talking about, right? When it comes to certain issues. And just to be clear, so everything that we will say on this platform, on this segment of the show, it is going to be opinion based, right? We This is not a political institution. We don't support any political party over here. We just out here to give our unbiased opinions on issues that are affecting Liberians as well as the youth in the country, right? So this is very unbiased. So we don't want people who are watching to say, "Oh yeah, this talking about this party or that party." No, everything we talk about here is going to be very, very unbiased and it's very, very unfiltered. So we are not here to please anybody. We're just giving a very honest opinion on issues that are affecting the country. So again, we have a guest panelist joining, Ebenezer. He will be joining shortly. But again, so for me, I don't have a strong resume like Ebenezer, but a little bit of me. I'm Leon Twazaman. I currently reside in the United States, Georgia specifically, and I've been I like Ebenezer. I'm also involved in the student politics. I am president emeritus of the student body of Clayton State University here in Atlanta, Georgia. I am fortunate enough to serve the United States Army Reserves, and I'm currently a student studying a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing. And then on top of that, I am an ambassador of the Youth Assembly representing Liberia and the United States. So it's just that bit of a connection. I'm also involved in the church. I'm like Ebenezer. A little fun fact: Ebenezer and I met in church ministry a long, long time ago, and since then that bound has been really, really solid. It has been really, 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 really good. We all boost build together, play cuisine, yeah, long many years ago. So that's a little bit about me. And as we go on with the show, we will be having conversations. So Ebenezer, for there are certain things that have been happening in the country, ranging from youth politics, right? But the first thing I want to talk about, I want us to share about is the opinion about, you know, the Republic of Liberia having all this the House of Representatives voting upon adding 14 seats, right? 14 additional seats to uh the 14 electoral seats with the 73 seats, increasing that number of seats that we have currently in Liberia. So what do you make of that as a student leader who have had strong time in student politics? So with those additional seats, right? How do you think is going to relate to us as young people and as youth within Liberia? Is this something that we expect to see more young people taking over these opportunities? Uh, uh, taking additional seats, or is this something that we expect? Is it what's your opinion on the entire House of Representatives having or approving 14 additional seats? Let's start from there. Let's hear you.
Well, Leon, to be very fair and very blunt to the conversation as it relates to the newest addition of 14 additional seats, I don't think, for me in my mind, I don't even think that the House of Senate is going to pass that because the House of Reps, for them, a simple majority, and whether they are even in the right mood once they vote and that vote amounts to be the highest, definitely a particular thing has been passed. So for me, in my mind, I don't think Liberia now needs 87 house, let's say, representatives and then 30 senators to sum up and give out a number. We are not yet prepared. In fact, even the 73 is something that is burden because imagine, should the House of Senate, because the House of Reps have already passed that particular act to have a vacant another let's say uh, let's say 14 different seats. Should the House of Senate pass that particular bill, we are going to be spending annually pretty close to 2 million United States dollars on that 14 seat for the representatives, the cars they're going to receive, and also their staff in their offices. You look in Liberia now, universities are not well equipped. The University of Liberia, no matter sometimes we are here, we look at some of the videos that the current student leaders at the University of Liberia that we call the Vanguard Student Education Party, sometimes they're struggling on that. The bathrooms are not good. Even the setting capacity are not good. All our private universities, the government is not even thinking about seeing how best they can give subsidiary, but they are thinking of opening or creating additional, and let's say 14 seats for other people, politicians to go and then find place to see how best they can hatch on. For me, I don't support that, and I don't even want to pray that the House of Senate see how best they can support because it's a clear waste, and it's also a national burden to our national budget. I don't think it's in any science society a third world country like our country, like Liberia, we should be having conversation like that. We should be having conversation, okay, how we can be able to host this program where young people can be empowered, how we can be able to create this program where young students can also be part of this and to be able to benefit from it. But unlike we are discussing about adding 14 different seats, what is saying that that's not rational beyond those things. So for me, all my frank conversation, my frank decision, my frank comments on that is that I do not support it today. I will never support it tomorrow because Liberia is not yet ready for that particular conversation. We need opportunities that young people can be able to harness. We also need our schools in Liberia or the health facilities in Liberia to be well equipped. People can have access to education and access to what to health, affordable and accessible health, not adding another 14 seats to allow politicians to want to fetch on. So for me, I have a very contrary view when it comes to that, and I don't think our country is not ready. Thank you.
Yeah, a very great way to start Prance on Friday. So I'll hold you to that thought, and I would like to formally welcome on the honorable man Jeff Labla to Prance on Friday. So honorable man, we want to give you 5 minutes to tell our viewers like who you are, what you do, what are some things to expect as we embark on this journey together, sir.
All right, so thank you very much, Leon, and thanks to the other panelists. Ebelinza. I'm Jeff Zikazo Lablai. I a youth advocate and development professional committed to helping and in shaping policies that empower young people, especially Liberians. So I'm involved with a lot of youth engagements across the country. Like I worked with the NGO called Girls Education Liberia as administrator a few years back, and in that organization we advocate, we mentor and educate girls. So I was administrator for that organization. I left it while at the university, at the United Methodist University. I served as the president for the Integrity Club. The Integrity Club is a national student integrity building platform, a program under CENTAR, the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia, where we carry on a lot of awarenesses in and across Montserrado County. And I mean, we yielded a lot of results because of that. We have a lot of students committing themselves to to stop malpractices, especially academic practices that affected them. So I think we are still in the business of working with young people, and we are here. So that's Jeff Labla in the lot know that I cannot just talk about here. So, but gradually we get there, brother.
Great, great. So again, like viewers watching us, I told you these are all young men who are passionate about making change in the country, right? Regardless of passionate about making educational change, making from politics, from student politics to working with NGOs. These are guys who are passionate about making a change. So the first question I would ask, I think you had just come online, Jeff, was what is your opinion on the House of Representative passing the additional 14 seats, right? In addition to the 73 seats that we already have in the country. So how would that affect us as young people? look forward to having to see more young people occupying these seats as per reports. Two seats have been added to name by a four to Monserrato. So should we expect how are they going to do it? Are they going to do like create a whole new census, or what should we expect as young people with these additional seats coming in? So what is your opinion on that?
Okay, so firstly, I I'm against the idea of having additional seats added to the current ones we have, because the country has lot of things to cater to for now. Then adding adding additional seats to what we currently have. Let's say a lot of Liberians are already complaining that they already 73 lawmakers we have in the house there, they're not doing anything. Most of them, their constituents are complaining. So what benefit, what do Liberians, especially the young people, stand to benefit if we add additional 14 to it, wherein we'll be spending a huge amount on them in salaries and benefits? How does that benefit the country? So I think there are important things that the country need to direct their efforts to, instead of creating additional 14 seats. So, so for me personally, I do not think it is the right thing for Liberians, or especially the House of Legislature, to do at this time.
Great. So I think I think we all share the same ideology when it comes to the seat. All right, that's a good way to start, right? So with that being said, right? So we know that the government, we know you have to pass through the Senate, and I think it's going to take like Comrade Ebenezer said, it's going to take uh some courage, right? So for that to pass through the Senate, even go to the House of for it to even be passed into law for do a whole new census. So with that being said, right, I want us to talk about another issue that is affecting us young people when it comes to the issue of artificial intelligence, right? Now with universities, or when it comes to educational setting, we have seen a lot of people now using artificial intelligence as young people, right? Whether it's for school or it's for work. What is our take on AI as a whole, regardless of whatever sector? Is it something positive, or has it been positive experience or negative experience so far with artificial intelligence as we go forward? I'll take you, Ebenezer.
Thank you, Leon. Thank you. And to Comrade Jeff, thank you for joining. Uh, and I think Liberia is doing well, Chief. I just hope. So the conversation is kind of interesting and it's intriguing. Currently, the use of artificial intelligence, whether whether or not it is beneficial to the world in terms of research, in terms of technology, or is also having a negative trickle down on the learning environment. So what my 1 cent and recommend or my 1 cent contribution to this, I think, is that artificial intelligence is something that all young people around the world should be able to take into consideration. It's very important, very good, because there are several importance. There are several AI tools that help to make let's say life very easier. Like right now, many of us in Liberia or around the world, we always tell ourselves that we are doing research. Like for people in Liberia, they do their undergraduate thesis in different departments. So there are several AI tools that helps you to fast track your work and see how best it can be on top of our global conversation. And so that when you just read the paper, like normally in Liberia, when people read a thesis, what they do is that they just carry it straight in the library. Once the dean of the library sound it, they put it there, it is done. When they graduate, they care less about that. But now, with the use of AI and all that stuff, you can be able to transform the entire thesis you've done to specifically a manuscript where you can be able to send to a particular journal, and that journal can have your work published. That today people can also cite your particular work and make contribution in academia. There are several AI tools that are helping when it comes to research. We talk about them on a daily basis. We have Gemini. People use some people can use ChatGPT, even though ChatGPT at times that prompts is not advisable always to use that prompt, but it also helps you give it an informed decision. People use different forms of AI, citations, everything. You get tuning, you get quotable, different categories of AI that is made around. So for me, my one cent stuff is that I think the use of AI in our current dispensation, our technology is fast, let's say, encouraging, and we should encourage of our young people who are, let's say, on allergic to technology to see AI as now revolving around the world. And we need to take that into keen consideration to see how best we can have a vibrant city and a vibrant research skills. So I think AI is doing well, and we should not just see AI as a robot. We should be able to use the opportunity it provided us and to be able to make ourselves within our opportunity. Do not allow AI to use you, but rather instead use the AI tools. Yeah. Thank you.
Do not allow the AI to use you, but use the AI to the best of your ability. So if you're listening, so you're listening to us right now, so you hear what Comrade Steve said, so you are entitled to your own opinion, right? So you can leave a comment, you can call on the show, whatever deemed necessary. So I think we have one of our surprise guests, a panelist, in Ambassador Josephus D and Grams. So we're gonna hold Jeff to the AI conversation. We're gonna bring in Josephus to give us. So just tell a little bit about you, Josephus, and then we're going to dive into the conversation.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Leon Sharon Twazama. And let me say thank you to my fellow guests in studio. By word of introduction, I'm Ambassador Joseph DM Grams, a former student of the Mother of Jesus Christ Catholic High School, presently a deputy supervisor at Voices Liberia, the CEO of Determination Brain Success Incorporated, a non-for-profit and non-governmental organization in the vineyard of Magidi, soon to be established in 15 counties in Liberia. Thank you so much, Leon.
Thank you. So I think you just joined the conversation was talking about the uses of AI within Liberia or within the world at large when it comes to young people, young students studying. And I think Comrade Steve laid a good point. So I want to push on to Jeff. Are you there to see what to hear listen to Jeff's opinion when it comes to artificial intelligence? Comrade, what do you think about it? Is it something beneficial or is it something that's helping us or something that's harming us as young people and in a new generation? Comrade Jeff.
All right, so
Yeah, the issue about AI
Comrade Jeff.
worldwide today,
Not you,
most
not you. Josephus, not you. That's Jeff.
all right, so the thing is, the word has evolved from one generation to where we are today. So for this generation, I believe AI is positive. AI is a very good thing, and it helps people in many ways, especially when it comes to, especially for students. It helps them with their research and whole lot of work. It is very important for us to learn those AI tools. It even provides income for people when you master some of them. But the problem is when you get used to the regular copy and paste trend that most students usually do, right? The thing is, when you're making research, you have to follow up on it, read it, understand it, and then you can even defend our work, even though it was AI generated, but you can defend it because for some extent you find yourself in that work. But a lot of students just take their research or how you call it, paste it on the AI's search engine, and then it generates their idea, and they submit it to their lecturers and professors, which is bad. That's a very bad use of AI. That's a very bad use of AI, and that's why most of the time when people are criticizing AI, I think that's the rationale for which they criticize AI. But AI in itself is a very good thing, especially for this generation.
Thank you, Comrade Jeff. So now we'll take it back to the Grams. Give us your opinion when it comes to the AI usage, in Liberia, not just Liberia, but young people as with this new generation.
Thank you so much. First of all, let me say sorry. We are living in Liberia, and the kind of a quarrying system we have present in Liberia is very bad for us.
Yeah,
Presently,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
at
Okay.
red and round, still read around on a generator. So I'm very sorry for that. But however, when it comes to the AI use in our global world, most particularly to the young people, you see, AI is very good, and on the other hand, is bad. AI is good in the sense that it help you, right? It help you build your capacity, your learning capacity. The AI is good in the sense that it help you to understand a certain point, certain discussion, a certain topic. Let's assume while in the university and you are doing accounting and they want to know the kind of the type of accounting, and your teacher gave you the research work to do. It is good that when you put this research work to AI will help you to tell you the kind of accounting system they have. But you now got to use a description to summarize this to see how you understand the kind of a presentation that AI gave you about accounting, the kind of the types of accountings. But these days, students and these days, young people, they take direct. So one of my friends can say, copy and paste. It shouldn't be that way, right? You should understand, summarize what AI is trying, take the sense from there, and you try to put it in your own understanding, how you understand it. But exactly those students, I'm a teacher in the classroom, right? You won't believe that sometimes when you give students assignment, the same way AI will bring it, that the way they will take it and put it in a something and bring it. It's not good for us. You see it? It's not that kind of a way good for us. You notice that our students are not studying again because of AI. Even in the classroom, you will know that when you go to get tests, students are using form. We understand that we are in the 21st century, and everything is technology is getting advanced in the world. But in another word, we should understand that AI shouldn't be used during this particular time while doing your test. Test is of evaluation that teachers give you to know the kind of a level you have understand your lesson during the past class time. But our these days students, they use it to answer their test. And that's the wrong thing about these are one of the disadvantages of AI that our students are using today, most particularly the young people. You notice that majority of the young people's speeches, their contents on their social media platforms is all about AI. They don't even write. AI will help you to, you won't believe that AI will help you, AI will make you to understand that today, when you see our young people do not know how to express, it is because they put their full attention on smart intelligence. Integration in the classroom is okay. Integration in our daily life is better. But how are we to integrate this kind of technologies that have come? On the bad side, they are not giving us that desire to express ourselves through pen and paper. You won't understand that a child will graduate from 12th grade and do not know how to even express themselves in 2 to 3 paragraphs. Or because all through the been to high school, their whole basic was on AI. So it kind of discouraging for us. AI helping us to understand the same way we have Google. That when you want to understand something better, you go to Google and you understand it better and see how better analyze it. But our young people are not using it as an advantage. They want to use it on the negative side. You see that on the negative side, and you know that AI is getting advanced to the extent that you bring it different when you put another person photo, all type of kind of things. One thing I always say to the young people is we shouldn't focus our mind on the internet, on social media too much. There are times we need to put away social media and express ourselves. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you. So the topic gets interesting every time. And I think is a very good point we are all making here. So because we're working at a certain time frame, we try to keep the comments real short, right? We can just summarize our comments so we don't have people out here. Some of us got different time system in Liberia and Turkey and in the USA, so we're all different timing. So that was great, right? I think we all make a great point when it comes to the usage of AI, right? So there's a comment from Joseph Mazo. He said, either way, AI is either good or give it bad. I think Comrade Jeff said something about us wanting to be sure that we just no, it was Ebenezer. He said, don't let the AI use you, right? You use the AI, right? Which is good. So that's one thing that we struggle with as young people, as you growing up. So one thing I also wanted to talk about today on the show, people who are watching, young people who are out there listening to us, I want also to talk about drugs, right? In the country, in Liberia, we have seen the LDA make a couple of arrests allegedly, right? And we have seen a lot of it has been a lot of end drugs protests around, right? And looking at those videos, we see a lot of young people who are uncool, a lot of young people who you know I've taken drugs on another level, right? Too far to the point that it's even hard to bring them out of it, right? So on the issue of drugs, so I want to put like about 3 minutes out there to each panelist out here. What is your position on drugs, on the issue of fighting drugs? How can we fight drugs as young people in Liberia, right? So, and it's not just the LDEA's job; it's also our job as well to fight this whole issue of drugs, because you know about young people doing drugs. So we won't start with Ebenezer. What is your take on this whole drug usage in a country among young people?
Oh yeah, Leon, thank you, man. The conversation of drugs, and I think drug is a national emergency in our country, and it should concern everyone. I mean, everybody in our country. When it talks about drugs, it's not the when we talk about drugs, we're not discussing about the one that has the one that we take to the pharmacy, to the hospital, that when you're sick, you take, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about narcotics, we're talking about weed, we're talking about those ones that when you take, it has a very negative trickle down adverse effect on our body and our health. So the issue about drugs in our country, like I said, is a national emergency, and I must thank the government of Liberia for making drugs to be uh, non-billable, the same as rape. That is to say, whenever you catch or doers, people that sell drugs, or you must be able to report them. When you report them, and definitely the needed, if the needed action will be taken keenly. So, of recent, the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency have been doing serious as well when it comes to tracking the issues of drugs cases in Liberia. And I must commend the new leadership. I think they are doing well. And it's not just about the LDA or the government of Liberia. Drugs is everybody's business. So when you're a parent, when you're a family, and you know that there's somebody in your community in Liberia that is doing drugs, because the thing about it is that it, it destroys. And one thing about drugs is that once once somebody gets addicted to drugs, it is very easy to get addicted, but it's also very difficult to leave it. That is the issue about drugs. Easier to get addicted, but very hard, difficult to leave it. So when you see somebody in your community selling drugs to people to destroy the young comrades that are coming up, our future leaders that we can say, please try to report that person, because that person is destroying a whole generation. So the issue of drugs in Liberia is a national emergency, and I think we do not want to increase our number of Zogos in our country. We must be able to set that necessary steps, see how best we can remedy those things. And I think the government is trying, and every citizen in Liberia must also stand up to say no to drugs. Thank you.
Thank you, man. It is very easy to get addicted to, and it's very hard to leave, right? So if you're watching us, take this from Komemola, right? Drugs is very easy to get addicted to, but it's also very hard to leave. That's real great. So we'll take you, Jeff. What's your opinion on this whole issue?
All right. So the thing about drug, drug is very bad, and all of us Liberians know how it has affected our country. If not everyone, but almost every family in Liberia has has experienced or has somebody affected with this drug issue. So I'm glad that this government and the Liberia National, the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency has or is making strides to stop or limit the issue of drugs. They are actually doing well. Recently, I followed. I'm one of the most followed how you call it? I'm one of the followers of the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency page in recent time. They are doing well. Most of the time when they do those things, I'll be sitting in my house and nodding my head because Liberians we have cried, we wanted to put an end to this drug issue, and now it is happening gradually, and we know that um it will happen the way we want it. So the thing about this entire drug thing is bad. We all citizens, we the citizens ourselves, we need to join hands with the government as they themselves are helping to fight with this drug issue. We need to join hands together to end the issue of drug in this country, because you notice that even in those various communities, we have we have citizens who are shielding drugs dealers. We have citizens who are shielding um ghettos owners in the communities. It is bad. We have to cooperate with authorities so that they themselves their work can be easy. But without doubt, every one of us know that drug is bad, and because of that, the the number of youth gang activities is on an increase because once those people, the young people or people get addicted to this issue of drug, they will look for a way to support their habits, and most of them are not working. So once they are not working, they will start harassing people. They will start stealing and committing crimes just to support their habits. These are some of the reasons why this entire drug thing is very bad and it affects everyone, whether you take it or not, whether you are a drug addict or not. An addict will take the drug and it will embarrass you. So you don't have to be directly connected with it, right? The drug thing doesn't have to directly affect you, but once it affects others, trust me, you'll be indirectly affected by it, because once somebody take drug, they will harass you and will steal properties from you. So it is bad in my mind, and I believe that citizens should cooperate with authorities. Like, I don't really want to go dive into that because the authority, it is still on investigation. But like I followed the story this morning where the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency and tried to do a particular work, and because of that, some community people came in defense of the person, and that's very bad. That's one trend that Liberians are following in recent years that I dislike. We like every Liberian want justice, but when it comes to their interests, justice becomes a bad thing. Once the person involved in that particular justice dispensation, or the person who should be investigated for justice to come, is their interest, justice becomes a bad thing. We Liberians have to give authorities the chance to do their investigations. A crime is a crime, regardless of who committed it, and let us not be double standard in our judgment in Liberia. So thank you.
So I think I kind of know who you talking about, right? I think Robert Steve already know who we're talking about here, right? So I think the point
And
is,
I don't think it's important that we mention names. I think we can have the conversation
oh,
generally.
yeah, we're not. But I love the fact that you said regardless of who you are, once you are aiding and abetting drugs in the country, you should be held by the law, right? It's not about what famous or who made you famous. It's just the fact that we all want to fight drugs because we can be the same one holding our placards and saying say no to drugs, and it will be the same one saying, you know, eating drugs in the country. So I will take Josephus real quick. About about 3 minutes, Josephus, and then we should be able to. He just locked out. But we'll continue the conversation. So the next thing we'll talk about is like young people sometimes that are studying. Some of you who have already had your bachelor's degree, we tend to underestimate the importance of mental health, right? Uh, we know how hard it takes, how hard it is for people to go through the mental health society. So, Comrade Steve, what is um your input when it comes to mental health that affecting young people today in the world?
Thank you, comrade. Thank you, Leon.
Hello.
And I think
Yeah, go meet it, Josephus. I'll take you after Ebenezer. Go
like
ahead.
we said, I think the issue of mental health, not just in Liberia but around, I think is very tantamount to the conversation we're having because I'm speaking in authoritarian form because for me, I have my bachelor degree in the sciences, biological sciences specifically, and I know what it takes, and I know what are the damages that cause those things specifically that makes your entire mental physique to be drained and also cause you to get mental health. But I think the issue of mental health is being caused by several different factors in the country, but the Ministry of Health, in alignment with different other international health institutions, are working assiduously to see how best those issues can be probably resolved or let's say remedied at all. There are several factors that causes mental health specifically. Some of them may talk about trauma. Trauma can also cause mental health, like the way we talk about. Sometimes you taking in those bad substances, it tends to lead you to having that severe form and also draining in your capacity of thinking because within the brain there are several things. Fact, there are several uh, factors that help to keep up it, and so we must have conversation of these. This is very significant. It's very important. So mental health generally is kind of aligned with what we call trauma. So one of the things I should always tell people is that it is very important. Let's take a joke aside. You are in a relationship with a girlfriend, and every time you and I get have conversation, she always tells you things that imagine when you talk just 5 minutes. When 30 seconds, there will be something that you'll have mutual understanding. The rest of the other time will be lost conversation. To be able to keep up with that particular relationship, you must be able to tell that person their wrongdoings and have that thing remedied. But if you continue with that conversation, trust me, you're gonna be stressed, and stress also leads to unstable mental health. So these are things that we should be having conversations about because mental health angles from different capacities. There are different ways in which you get mental health, and it comes from different ways. So we must be able to have this kind of conversation and to be able to know what are the issues affecting it, and also what are things that we need to get. But I think the Ministry of Health, all our youth institutions into mental health awareness, I think they are doing well. And one of the presidents I must commend in Liberia is my friend and sister, her name is Sandra Duman Dobo. She's one of the active mental health personnel or specialists, where she goes around at times, people that are on the streets, those people that we call mad people. Sometimes she go visit the Zocos, have conversation with them, ask them what led to that situation. And I think this kind of things also helps. Psychosocial counseling, it also plays a major role when it comes to remedy the issue of mental health in our country. Thank you.
Yes, I mean, it's very important as someone who trying to enter mental health nursing. It's very important that these things should not be overlooked, right? Because overlooking these situations sometimes leads to a very, 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 very chronic problem in the end that we may not have control of. So I'll go back to you, Josephus. I think you got caught up in a moment when we're discussing the drugs. You got about 3 minutes, and then we're gonna move on to Comrade Jeff for his input on the issue of mental health. Josephus, you gotta unmute yourself, Comrade. All right, so library internet is library is internet. So we'll take Comrade Jeff. So let's move back to the issue of mental health, right? What is your input? What do you think are some of the things that actually causes young people to experience mental health? Like what are some of the things that people go through that are not seen that way that are being overlooked when it comes to the issue of mental health? Are you there, Jeff? Oh, we lost him too. Okay, while we library internet, so guys, bear with us. There's the library internet that we have. So while we here, we want to welcome the very astute senior leader in Comrade Jeff in Comrade Deepa Finda. So welcome to the show, Comrade. Want to welcome you to the Primetime Friday with us. So we want to take this time to welcome you officially to Primetime Friday, sir. How you doing from your angle? You are muted. You are muted. So let me unmute you. All right, now go ahead.
Yes, I'm doing great. I'm glad to join you guys for this wonderful program that focus on youth, young people. I'm happy and I anticipate the important time here tonight.
Awesome. So I think Comrade Jeff is back. So we'll take Jeff and then we'll come back to you. So Comrade Jeff, what is your input on the whole mental health issues? I think we lost you for a second, about 3 minutes. You are muted, Comrade. Still muted. Still muted, Jeff.
All right. So I was
There
saying,
you go.
the network here is bad, and I just experienced a glitch with the connection. So the thing is about this whole mental health issue. Many young Liberians are silently and struggling with stress, trauma, depression, and substance abuse and mental health. Yet we have limited mental health facilities across the country. And again, one thing that is keeping most of them silent is because of the trauma that comes along with. I mean, the yes stigma that comes along with it. So, hello. All right. So it's because of the stigma that comes along with it. So it is important that because the issue about mental health is at times you see people looking so good, right, from the physical, from their appearance, but they have problems on their mind and they just need people to share it with. At times you see people going through depression. You see them looking okay. You feel they are okay, but they are actually not okay. That's a mental health issue, depression. So we have to ensure as a country that mental health becomes a national development priority, right? Let us make mental health a national development priority as a country, as a nation. That way, how do we do that? Let us do this by ensuring that communities, we have counselors in communities and in schools, right? Let us create a space, a safe space for everyone. Let's say, for instance, even in school, the kids themselves, there are times they have problems on mind, they need people to talk to. They go to school, and some parents are very, 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 very harsh, very tough on their kids. They don't even have that kind of relationship with their kids. But the teachers themselves too, especially the children in the lower classes, the teachers need to make them their friends. Like, there are some students who, when they explain their stories to you, you will just break down and start crying with them. We need to give people the listening ears. We need to create a space as a country where we can have counselors in schools, in every school, to talk to students so that we can hear them out about things that are on their minds. And even in the communities, on national scene, we need a service that focus holistically on mental health across the country. So these are things we need as a country, and these are things that we should be advocating for now as a nation. And if we have these things already existing, there should be efforts. There should be efforts to widen the coverage, or those who benefit from it, to have a wider coverage of people who benefit from it. So thank you.
Thank you. Great. That's very very informative. I think you are right. We need to have, uh, we need to tackle the issue of mental health because it's very important. It goes from sometimes leads from like from stress, relationship issues, and that's something that we don't look at too. We wanna make sure that everybody is okay because somebody can be moving and joking and laughing around, but deep down within themselves, they are just they are struggling, right? So we'll take Comefina on the issue of mental health, and then we're gonna go to just Josephus in that order. About 3 minutes. You're muted, guys. You always be muted. Wait, I thought you gotta unmute yourself. You're still muted. Let me see if I can unmute you. All
You
right,
talking to
there
me?
you. No, Josephus, not you. All right, go ahead, debate.
All right. Thank you once more. So the issue of stress, mental health issue, um, is one thing in our society we overlook. And I'm glad that we're having this conversation because it is rare that having such conversation, because one of the things that actually lead to mental health is the issue of depression. There are a lot of young people that are going through so much, that they may now want to share it. And if you don't share some of these issues, that's one thing that causes mental health. And depression within people are fighting survival, daily survival, and relationship issue, parental issue, and how they face life on a daily basis. Some of these things lead to mental health, and mainly they come from stress and depression. And I'm glad again that we are having this conversation on mental health, something that when we have conversation as such, and get young people coming around sharing their thoughts, and then it will help because it is a very serious issue in the society. Like one of the major things that we face about young people looking at the issue of so-called that we properly call them, but we want to prefer the name of disadvantaged youth. And these are some of the things that start because everything had a foundation. And when reaching that stage, about not having control over your thoughts and what you do, and this
uh we're gonna face this issue every show. So again, it's a technological but internet issue. You know, our panelists are in Liberia. So we'll bring back we'll bring back comedy. But I'll take you to see first about 3 minutes. We gotta wrap up. We got one more topic to go. We gotta wrap up so that our viewers don't get bored. But I'll take you to see first. I'll take you. Are you there, Josephus? All right, so I guess it might be lagging too. So, come on, Steve, we have talked about the issue of mental health. We talk about the issue of of the drug use that affecting us in the country. But then we also want to talk about because we have seen young people right who go out there to campaign for these political parties, right, like the CDC or the United Party or the ALP or the MDR, whatever political party to support. And we have seen that young people out there, after giving them their time, their energy, their resources, yet and still some of them they still become unemployed. And then with that unemployment, they go back there and they badmouth the same government that they all supported, right? So we have unemployment with youth as a major issue. We have people who graduate from the University of Liberia or AME with accounting degrees, biology degrees, but then yet and still they still do not have they don't have any concrete job, right? So let's talk about it. What do you think will be some of these issues when it relates to youth unemployment in the country? What are some things that that correspond with it, what are attributed to having our youths that are now unemployed? What are some things, and how can we fix this problem? Come on, Steve.
I'm going to divert a little bit. I'm not going to
Yeah,
the
absolutely. You can go ahead. Go ahead.
So I'm going to divert a little bit. So, in youth unemployment, even though some may concerned national government, but I think the first thing about unemployment or young people needs to be able to be well equipped in sense of yes, we are aware there aren't any much more institutions in Liberia that are offering technical courses that young people can harness, but there are few. And the few that are doing those things, I think young people, first of all, must be able to be equipped with those skills, necessary skills. And one of the major challenges that affecting youth unemployment is that there aren't more opportunities that young people, when they shall have acquired these skills and knowledge, where then are they going to apply it? Then it comes in national government, then it comes in international organization, like the international organization we're talking about, the United Nations Development Program, the UNDP, the African Development Bank. At times they have programs for youth, and the Ministry of Youth and Sports. Sometimes they have some pilot projects. We also talk about the Federation of Liberian Youth, which should be the hub of all youth in the country. So if these opportunities are not afforded, even if they are afforded, they are very in a very decimal form. So I think to be able to tackle the issues of unemployment, I think the first thing we must be able to prioritize is that young people must be well equipped with the necessary skills, either formal education or informal education. Go to school, obtain degree, and then be able to be job ready. Not when the opportunities are afforded to you, you don't have the job readiness. So first thing, be job ready, have the necessary skills, have the necessary opportunities, and then we're going to fight on national government to see at best they can create the avenue for young people to have the opportunities to these kind of job markets. Like I said, the UNDP has been doing a lot of great work when it comes to creating pilot projects for young people to participate and also have hands-on experience when it comes to working or formal sector. So I think more needs to be done to see how best this issue of unemployment is very good. One thing you can say, like our maintain that they say, a hungry man is a hungry man. So if the person is well equipped with the knowledge, if that person is well equipped with that skills and the opportunity is not afforded to them, that person can be a very dangerous person. That is why you see when people support like our national politics, today you see somebody support the Unity Party, not Unity Party in government. If they are not benefited, they don't have job. Pim, they start debunking the government. They don't, in fact, they don't see any good from that government again. Anything the government do, not benefit. As far as concerned, they are not empowered. They need jobs to feed their family. Again, a hungry man is an angry man, so job employment is very key.
Again, if you're watching us, just like Comrade Steve said, you have to be job ready, right? And then Comrade, I have to go back to you. When I have to come back to you to unpack that whole job readiness thing, right? Because it's a whole big issue. We mean job ready. What are you saying? But we'll save that. Everybody's gonna have that little 3 minutes, and we'll come back to you to close the whole topic
No,
down.
no problem, no
Yeah,
problem.
so we'll come back to you to unpack that whole job readiness. But let's take Comrade Jeff. Go ahead, buddy. You're muted, Chief. You are still muted. We can't hear you.
All
Yeah,
right,
you
sorry. Yeah, like I was saying, I said when we talk about youth issues in Liberia, we must face the reality, not just the numbers. On paper, youth unemployment, youth employment is very low, but the real issue is not with unemployment. The real issue is with underemployment. We have most young people who are working, whether and most of them are doing an informal job with little pay and no job security. Most of them are working, but they are doing informal jobs with little pay and no security. So most youth are actually working, but the level at which they are working, or they are not in a formal space. I think there where the issue comes in when Liberians are talking about youth unemployment. So the crisis is with underemployment. That's one thing I want to register. So what young people need is not sympathy, right? They need skills, they need capital, and they need real opportunities that can help them to be good people in societies, that can help them to make impacts in society. And some of the opportunities that young people need, I mean, are the TVET opportunities that the comrade talked about earlier, comrade Steve talked about earlier, the TVET opportunities. Because we cannot keep chanting underemployment, unemployment, and it will shock you to know that when some of those jobs come, I'm not saying Liberians, the young people in Liberia are not ready, because even just on this line, we have a whole lot of job ready young people here. But what I'm saying is that some of those, it will shock you to know that some of those who will be chanting unemployment and underemployment are not even prepared. So Liberians and young people themselves we need to provide opportunity for Liberians so that they can prepare themselves. And there are very high income skills. You don't need to go to the university to get a degree to contribute or to make an impact in your country, or to earn money in your country. By the time you leave high school, or even with the older folks who never had the opportunity to sit in classes, there are high income skills that they can learn, and it'll be very meaningful to society. So when we talk about the issue of unemployment, we also need to look at it from another perspective, especially having ourselves ready as Liberians, whether we are ready, and those of us who are ready, the government also needs to build that kind of private public opportunities for us, because whether you like it or not, the government will never be in a position to employ everybody, right? But what we young people are saying, that they can provide the space, like private jobs, provide a lot of private jobs for us. They can partner with organizations, bring companies that will help young people to unleash their potentials. So I just wanted to inform the public that why it is true that we always chant unemployment, unemployment. We have like if I'm not mistaken, 18% of the young people population are doing former job, but 90% of them are working and are doing job that they don't even have job security. Most of them are not. What they're getting is just peanuts. So our focus should be on underemployment, getting more youth in spaces that they deserve or they need to be in.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So great. That was great. I think Jeff. Okay, I will save the last question to Comrade Steve, but he needs to unpack that whole stay ready thing. But let's take Comrade Finger. What is your input on this whole youth unemployment, and as well as, and how can we get there to the stage where we are not underemployed per Comrade Jeff. It's a lot of underemployment happening around time. So what is your take on it by 3 minutes? Yeah, I'm muted, buddy. You are still muted. You are still muted. You got there you go. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. So the issue of unemployment in society. Jeff was saying something. Talking about unemployment. But I will come with this. How many people who are ready, job ready in the society? There are a lot of people who complain about unemployment, but if you take a critical look, they are basically not job ready. Um, what they actually mean is empowerment. Like you're talking about the TVET, is the TVET, because hands-on practical job that you get daily basis is skills what you can offer the society. Because when you are unemployed, it means you are ready and able to provide service that you do not have the opportunity to provide. Then mean you are unemployed. For those who are talking about unemployment, or some of our colleagues that say they are unemployed, do they have the skills? Are they prepared? Have they seek the opportunity that is not provided for them to say they are unemployed? I may say some may be, but vast majority are not. That's why you find vast majority of young people, they are in the informal sector. The informal sector is right back. Some of these people right back, they earn more than some people that even go to work on a daily basis, but they consider themselves unemployed. And you find thousands of young people that ride backs on a daily basis. You also find some young people that are doing business. It may not be on a large level, but they earn their daily bread from that. But they consider themselves unemployed. Are they unemployed? That's the question we need to answer, ask young people. But when you are unemployed, it means you are ready and capable to perform a task that is not available for you to perform, that you are sick and you cannot farm, then you are unemployed. But if you are not able and capable to perform a task, then you are not unemployed. What you need is readiness, job readiness, to prepare yourself for the job market that is ahead. Look for skills that is demanding in society. There's still that, for example, like I tell people, laboratories of virgin country anything but infrastructure. You can't go into infrastructure like plumbing, masonry, electricity. You can get skill in any of these sectors and be lacking behind financially, because you always have something doing, because these are the area you have more people investing, you always have contract available. And you're also talking about Sony and Leon about young people into politics, and if that interest is not met, they will start to castigate the government. One thing most young people miss is that seeking battlecry is not a credential for job. Even I see battlecry doesn't mean you are qualified for that job. No, and sometimes they may be right because that's the perception. That's what our politicians are making young people get used to. Patronics. Young people follow behind you and see battle cry, so you say, "Oh, I get my man," and they're going somewhere to get something doing, and we are flooding the governmental sector with people who are not even ready. Who it will surprise to know that some people in government cannot even operate a computer. You may not know that, but when we enter the governmental space, we saw that some people are in work in institution for 5 years, but they just are taking pay because they don't even know what job they don't even know the theory basic things that they should know. They don't even know it, but because they were behind one politician and they signed battle crap behind that person and they demanded, they felt that they get, oh, young people always say that political reward is not in heaven, it's on earth. But are you prepared for that reward? That one thing, you can't just be behind somebody and forgo your personal growth, forgo yourself and not thinking about yourself, about your personal growth and personal empowerment, and just turn your whole life. Like you hear some people saying, you'll be saying that join not coming. So it means that you're pausing your life. Okay, 4 years to 2029, it means you're pausing your whole life to 2029 to wait for somebody that you know to get government so if they to recommend you. The whole 4 years, are you pausing your life for 4 years? And these are
All
some
right.
of they are these are some of the things that we need to discuss.
Thank you, Conrad. Thank you, Conrad. We got a very long way to go. We got this week, we got next week. It's just like this panel is gonna be hot every time we get here. But then I would take Ambassador Grams about this whole youth unemployment thing, and then I because I want Steve to unpack that whole stay ready thing. I think we are talking about stay ready unemployment. So I would take Ambassador Graham and then Steve's gonna unpack this whole uh 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 staying ready thing and job readiness, and then we'll be able to move on to the next topic, and then we can close the section for today. So I will take you, Ambassador Grams. What's your input on the whole youth unemployment? Just try not to be not to make it what somebody have already said, not to make it like repetitive and stuff like that. Uh can you hear me? You
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you are saying something, but you are breaking in. Can you come again, please?
Yeah, firstly, can you turn your camera on so our viewers can know who you are? I mean, if you're not on the session talking now, then you can turn your camera up. But when you're about to talk, you can always put your camera on so so our viewers can see who you are. But what is your input on the entire youth having a job? Or youth a youth having a job in the country, right? Youth unemployment and job creation. What is your input on it? We have heard a lot of great things from a lot of great panelists. So back at you. What is about in about 3 minutes? How can you sum up the entire youth unemployment and job creation within Liberia?
Yeah. So the issue about youth employment in the country is very good, and the issue about youth unemployment is very bad for all of us. This is one of the
Library internet is one of the problems that we are facing. So, Comrade Grams, you have to address
doing
yourself.
something.
You keep lagging and coming back in. Go ahead. It seems like we're having issue with Comer Graham's internet. So we will. I want to go for the sake of time. I don't think Comer Josepha is having a struggle with his network. So let's go back to you, Comer Steve. You started out by saying, uh, you want the Liberian people or our Liberian youth to stay job ready, right? So we want you to unpack that. They are listening to you now. When you told them about staying job ready. So what do you mean when you say job ready? Got 3 minutes. Just educate us. Like what do you mean about job staying job ready and being job ready?
Thank you, comrades. Thank you very much, Leon, and the rest of the guys on the panel, and to our followers. I think there are
I
a couple
never
of
heard
people
from them.
following this live show. Yeah.
Are
So
you
when
guys
when
hearing
I
me?
spoke of
Go ahead. Go ahead, come Steve. I muted him.
when I spoke about people, young people being job ready, frankly, I think the the singular motive behind young people being job ready is that first of all, the first thing is that you must either be educated formally by going to school and your degree and being at that particular position. So when opportunity comes there, definitely can be able to harness it. And informally, to be able to have the skills, that necessary skills. Like I mentioned, there are several, even though there are not much motivated institutions like Bureau that are offering different courses that young people can be able to harness on, but there are few. The less of GoNet, the less of other institutions around, they are doing very assiduous as well when it comes to these things. So I think when we try to build our skills and also see how best we can be at that particular position, because if you say like the guys were talking, you're speaking economics, because in economics they get unemployment, they get overemployment, and they have underemployment. He was speaking of underemployment, but my point is really about job opportunities for young people. There are several other opportunities outside the world, not just in Liberia, that young people can also harness. But if you are not fit, you are not ready to harness these opportunities, how then are you going to do that? That is why it becomes very frustrating when young people support a political parties and that political parties or that government does not see that potential in that young person to say, you get this particular job, go back to school. It becomes very frustrating because the mindset and the expectation of that young person was, I support this political party because I need a job. How can you get a particular job if you don't have the technical know-how to be able to, want to maintain a job? So it's very important when I say talk about the issue of about job readiness. Very important. First of all, go to school, acquire the knowledge and the skills, and then when the job comes, definitely can be able to get it. Those are things that I mean. But again, I'm always remind all of us, an hungry man is an angry man. Because if the person is qualified and that person does not have the opportunity to be provided a job, he becomes very dangerous. He doesn't see any truth. All he sees is different things. So thank you, Comrade.
Absolutely. So if you're watching us, I hope you actually understood what Comrade Steve meant when he said you have to stay job ready, right? Because you cannot, we as young people cannot preach the notion of, oh, we are not, Liberia has job unemployment, right? You are unemployed, and then you are not, you're not job ready. I think we need to have another section about this whole job readiness thing, so we have from education. So like Comrade Steve said, you have to be formally educated, right? Or you have to have certain skills because you you cannot be an accountant and then you want to you're not prepared to be an accountant. And then what Comrade Debes said was like you having a battle cry doesn't make you qualify for opposition. So no matter how many times you sing the UP song or you go at the very universities student movement and you you sing those battle cries, it doesn't guarantee your qualification. So stay job ready. So do something. Empower yourself. Like I think it was coming debate that said that you have to empower yourself as young people. That way you will have a very, very strong chance of having a job because a lot of young people around the country they have a job. Like Comrade, I think it was Deped or Jeff that said it. You don't. route, do motorbike. You empower yourself. You start from somewhere, but don't just depend solely and fully on the government. Are you back, Comrade Grams? I'll take you. I hope the network's not going to add this time. You all about 3 minutes, and then we're about to close this session in a while because we're running out of time. So, Comrade Grams, I will take you 3 minutes. Josephus,
Yeah, Leon,
there you go. I hear you
are you
now. Go
hearing
ahead.
me?
Yes, 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Coming.
Go ahead. I'm hearing you. We are hearing you. Go ahead.
So, like I was saying, right? Are we still on the employment, right?
Yes, we are. That's the last part of it. Last person, 3 minutes.
Yes. So, uh, we were discussing the issue about unemployment in Liberia is kind of a bad for we the young people, and in another way, uh, we
Correct.
rely
So
on the government of Liberia.
you are in a very you're
Like
in a very
WF spoke about.
y- you're in a very bad place. So you have to change your location and then come back to the show. So we'll move on as we're about to close. All right, comrade. So we have all taking. So our next part of this show is to have our final thoughts, right? But before our final thoughts, we'll have a very interesting topic here that I wanted to talk about real quick, and then we can have our final thoughts. Then we can close section for today. But just to our viewers out there, so as we are aware, right? Around this time of the year, we normally have the national county sport meets, right? And fortunately, this county sport meets it, it commences on Sunday. This upcoming Sunday. So I want to get everybody opinion on uh, unbiased opinion, right? If you know any player or the county meet. So for Group A, we got Maryland and Grand Crew. Group B, we got Bumi, Nimba, Mangibi, and Sando. Group C, we got Grand Jita, Grand Cape Mount, Grand Bassa, and Lofa. Group D, we got Bapalu and Monserrado. So I will take over I will take over Steve. So what who are you rooting for, right? I mean, it feels like I gotta know who you're rooting for, but
I'm
is
not
that
even seeing Bon Kante, and this year we are winning the Kante meet. Where's Bon
okay? So yeah,
Kante?
so you're bung out of man. Okay, so is there any
I'm not seeing Bon Kante. Can you project Bon Kante? I'm not seeing Bon Kante
Oh
here.
yeah, I'll find it. I'll find it in a minute. I'll find it. But is there any player you're looking forward to seeing this year that caught your attention?
So the fact is that for now we are just following, and we don't know all of those players that are playing for our team. But I must tell you that maybe in the coming days before, or maybe just after the first game of Bonkante, we are going to be very much, let's say, resolute on the particular player that we're going to support fully. But I must assure all of you on the score and all of our followers that this year Bonkante is going to win the national contest meets, and then we'll take that particular call to Patawi Waterforce to celebrate with that
Look at
victory. Yeah.
look at the guy. Look at the guy. Okay, I'll take you. I'll take you. Come on, depend. I'll take you. What is your thought on the national kind of meet that starts in on Sunday? Like, is there a particular player that you are looking forward to playing for your county? Oh, and by the way, so
So,
I got you. I got you. Yeah. Go ahead, depend.
so you cannot discuss Kantemi and you don't call Neymar. Like I always say, right? The people with problem of Neymar is we play one little and no a little no Kante Sano on Sunday, but where know the result, right? with Johannes, this country mean we will be the winner, right?
Monserrato and Babude already
For
out. Monserrato and Babude out from our team.
Legal, legal, bangare guy. Go ahead,
yeah,
comedian.
like I was saying, I said you cannot discuss academy without Nima. My Ebenezer is talking about Bonkade. Bonkade have been coming town for a while. They just started coming town in recent time. So I don't know how will it discuss. Yeah, you people are always living in the bush, you know. So you can't discuss academy without Nima, and like
Let's see. Let's see.
we borrow one of our players to Lofa, like we turning back to Nima. He call him Messi. School how you go about Lofa last season. You'll be returning back to Nima this season.
So
Yeah,
so
can't
so
be Messi.
that's your player, because that's the player I mostly want to see, because he's one of the, if not the best economy player in the entire history of economy, right? For
Yeah.
Lofa.
He's returning home. He's returning home because he started playing for Nima first go going to Lofa. So
Oh,
he should be returning home for this academy.
he started playing with for Nima first, and then he went to
Yeah,
Lofa.
he then went to Lofa. Yes.
But has he won any kind of with Nimba?
No. Only
Ah, okay.
Lofa in one academy. He didn't win. Yeah.
So I don't know if Jeff is here. Jeff, what is your intake on the entire economy? Because Steve said that Bongane Finney winning it already. So let's take you, Jeff. Where input?
You see the thing about counter meat in Liberia, um, is almost like without Nimba, counter meat does not have a taste. That's reality.
You might mean get Jeff here.
Yeah. And this year counter meat is not a strange thing for Nimba. Counter meat trophy is not a strange thing for Nimba. And obviously this year, Nimba is going to carry the trophy back home.
Okay. All right. Let's hear you, Josephus. What is your input when it comes to the entire national anthem meet?
They man, Leon. Let me tell you, boy, tell you something, Leon. They man, they're making sham more. Where
Ah,
Nima came from? Where Nima came from? In the whole country, me business.
so
Where
I
Bron
mean,
come
so
from?
tell us. Yeah,
Let me
so
tell you
tell us who is
something.
supporting.
There are
Who is
two
supporting?
there are two countries that will be saying two countries that will be saying very. We're looking at Nima and we're looking at Lofa. This time
Also,
around, we too aware, so we're changing our record. You understand that?
who is supporting? Who is
So
supporting? Where can they?
the fact the fact that one of the high profile individual who been helping Lofa Kante, I mean Nima Kante, sorry, have already give up and left Nima Kante in
Who's
the
that?
dark world. So for
Who's
this
that?
year Kante me, we're gonna disgrace Nima. And we are not
Who's
seeing because the
that?
two strong Kante we are very seeing because of politics and other things that Nima and Lofa we are looking at. But when we're born coming from born they are spectators. Born they are
Oh,
spectators.
wait.
Nima
Steve,
Jega,
how this
Jega,
for?
born as
Jega,
Wait.
Jega
Just
is a
how this
reactionary.
for? Go ahead.
Who is the guy?
Go
The
ahead,
guy
Steve.
is a complete reactionary.
Give us
You
something
know,
I
here,
know.
one country is a Bugande is a distraction. Who is the guy?
born
Uh,
Man, you are
born
completely
uh,
reactionary.
not not to be
guys,
speaking against her.
it's just to put it's just to bring fun to the show. But I want to thank you for our viewers who have been watching us. Have great comments. It seems like Steve already got fan base, but somebody's really proud of Ebenezer. But again, this is the Primetime Friday section of it. Most likely, you will see these same faces going forward. And today, I had to host a show, but as we discussed, next week is going to be Ebenezer going to host a show next week, and then the following week is going to be hosted by Jeff, by Josepha, and then Dave, right? So that's how we are going to hold it in cycles. So next week is going to be the same link that you already have. So I think Corbin Steve is gonna go back home, do his own little research, and do the show how he wants to do his show. But I would take up like a parting comment from this entire show to conclude. So our viewers are watching us. We have discussed a lot of great things today. So I will go with in a reverse order. So I will start from Josephus, give you your final thought, and then Tepe go, then Jeff, and then Ebenezer, and then we call it a day. Go ahead, Josephus, 2 minutes, please.
So thank you ever so much, and thank you to our many listener out there. We want to say thank you for your patience. Thank you for following the show. Always follow Central TV and invite people to follow Central TV on every Friday that the youth prime time. We bring you exciting information. We bring you exciting discussion that will boost your temperature. That will boost your learning capacity. That things that you need to know in training issue in and around the world. Thank you ever so much, and we pray to have you next time. Keep following. Thank you.
My man, I beg you never tell him more find new location, man. You keep going, bring it out. You find new location. Go ahead, Tepe.
Yeah, so I'm glad to join you guys tonight. Even though I was in some strategic area, but I had to technically come on the show. But it's a good thing. As we move forward, I anticipate that we start to bring guests. There are a lot of young people that are doing well in their various sectors and the various field of area. We can look in that direction to invite them on the show to share their thoughts in their area, entertainment, whether entertainment, entrepreneurship, politics, and it will be important for the show. And we'll be around to always give our support, to always be here to give our little and one or two POV on issues surrounding young people in the society and growth of young people.
Thank you. Absolutely. And just to be clear, if anyone of you watching the show or that's going to do a post viewing of the show, if you are on ground artist or whatever, you want to come on the show as a guest, you can reach out to any one of the panelists. Just let us know. We'll gladly accept you here. We'll give you about 30 minutes. We'll do like a round of questions to you. So well, if you have anything or anybody can reach out to any one of our panelists. You go from Ebenezer is a very very strong guy in the field of STEM. So all of our STEM scholars out there that wanting to come to talk about what you do to the motherland when you are abroad, you can reach out to Ebenezer. If you are back home and you want to come on the show, you can also reach out to Jeff or Depet or to Cephas. We'll gladly bring you on the show and we'll have a conversation surrounding just like Depet said, whether it's politics, is music, entertainment, movie, whatever. We are here to support you. I'll take you, Jeff. Go ahead, buddy.
All right, so I want to say a very big thanks to the Sandra TV for the opportunity afforded for us to be here to discuss issues that affect young people. Um, Let me make this clear: Liberia's youth are not a problem to manage; they are the nation's greatest asset. If we invest in their skills and protect their well-being and give them the voice in decision making, they will transform this country. In the future we want for Liberians depend on the choices we make for our young people today. So thank you very much, and thanks to everyone for viewing.
Sorry, Comrade Steve, it's over to you. So you can also let them know that you'll be hosting the show next week. So go ahead, buddy. Comrade Steve.
Thank you very much, Leon, and to the converts, brother the band, Jeff, and Joseph. Joseph was a reactionary. I don't even want to call his name. And the rest of the guys follow.
You just have to
Also,
call. You just have to call his
pero
name.
vos caes to wake up and me back. Amen. You know, reading for you. Everybody accused already.
So I must say that these are kind of things that are very important. We need to have more of these kind of conversations around to see how best we can amplify the voice of these present issues that are affecting the young people and our colleagues back home. And I think it's a good one. So the bad as per your recommendation, I think it's well taken into consideration. But for now, we just started, so maybe we won't give it. Maybe early next year, we start to invite other young people who are trying and see others in a different fields to see how best can be part of the show. So next week at this time, I'm going to be hosting the show, and I look forward to having a very fascinating conversation, very interesting, and as well as motivating conversation to our listener. Again, thanks to all of you. And as a matter of fact, it's already to my side. It's already Saturday. It's already Saturdays in the morning already. So I want to say good morning to all of you.
Good morning,
Bye
buddy.
bye.
Yeah, yeah. Good morning, buddy. And thank you so much. So yeah, so our numbers is going to increase on Facebook when we start to hit the Facebook Live platform. Right now, we're just on YouTube because apparently Facebook we have to have about 60 days span before we can hit the live stream. That's how we don't have. But I believe that once we by next month, by January, once we hit the live stream, I know people are going to watch us. So someone not got time to go to YouTube, but as we go forward and hit the live stream, we'll be able to have that conversation.
Have a
No,
nice
guys,
day,
don't
guys.
leave,
Bye bye.
don't leave. Yeah, there's a call. There's a call on the line.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. You are live on Sandra TV. You got a question for the panelists? Go go ahead. We are listening to you.
Okay. Good evening, gentlemen. I'm calling from Liberia, the Vista City of Habia. Hello?
Yeah, we are getting you. We're getting you.
We are hearing you, ma'am. We are hearing you.
I'm calling from Liberia. I just want to say I'm so impressed about you guys. You know, your discussion was so unique. Let me go on outside. And very much educated. And we are so proud of you. But my suggestion would be that the youth appear 2 times a week for now. Because, I mean, to be honest, I enjoy Ebenezer so much. I enjoy everybody on the show. And me, you guys talk about variety of topics, mental health, AI, and everything. But the mental health portion is very important because one way or the other, somebody is working in the world and suffering from mental health, but people are not recognizing it until they get to a certain degree. Their lives will be lost, then people can pay attention to it. So again, great. But other people that are sitting by me and watching the show, they are saying, can you just tell them to be doing 2 times a week? Again, I want to say thank you very much.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
That's the CEO of Sandra TV, but we'll go down. We'll go down. We'll decide what to do. But comment there real quick, so you guys are gonna be added to the chat officially to the group chat, and then yeah. So Comment Steve is going to be hosting us for next week. I'm just gonna sit back and let Steve think however he want to run his show. So thank you guys for coming, and that's how we want to bring this session of the youth Primetime Friday to a close, and we'll see you next Friday with Steve Morning Point. Thank you guys, and that's it.
All right, bye bye.
Ladies
Have
and
a nice day.
gentlemen,
Have a good night. Have a good night.
it is time for the Central
Take
TV.
care.
I love to TV.
Central TV is here. We here to inform you, listen and be inspired. Central TV is here. We the best now in time. Oh, listen and be inspired. Train up, train up.